So hey guys, welcome to the stream. Yeah, running a bit solo this morning, and I don't know how this is going to go. So for those who are going to check back later, hello, welcome, thank you for watching the rerun. Yeah, there's a few things. Unfortunately, we did not get a chance to get out. Or I didn't get a chance to get out with Black Country Spirit Seekers and John last night. That was due to technical difficulties. Basically, the car that I'm in at the moment, I don't fully trust. Don't fully trust yet. Yet. The reason being is because there was an incident where literally just managed to stop the car completely bursting into flames. So it did do a little bit of damage to wiring and things like that, and part of the wiring that's damaged is the fan assist, where the car overheats and the fan kicks in and all of that. It has sort of interfered minutely with that, so the fan doesn't always come on, which obviously in turn is going to force the car to overheat. With how warm-ish it went yesterday, it was not taking the car a long time to get up to 100 plus degrees in the engine, so I thought it'd be better safe, because this car is petrol, so I thought it'd be better safe as parking it up, just using it when I have to, in a week or so's time. Hopefully, fingers crossed, I'm having a new car anyway, which is not a problem. But a couple of things. I think this is going to be more of a rant type thing today. A company called ALF, based out of Bedford. It's an aquatics wholesalers. Contacted them last week. This is for obviously John's division side unit, part of ANC. Contacted them last week. Got an account up and running. Sweet. Went to put an order through for all aquatic stuff. They told me the subtotal. That's with the delivery, and I've never known a company charged by the box, but hey ho, the different people charge different things. But I was given a subtotal. I paid a large chunk of this subtotal off on when they turned around and said about it. Not a problem. Come to the following day, and what they essentially did is then try to put on. Now I don't know whether it was intentional or not. I don't know whether it was intentional or not. I'm just going to put that out there. But the total that they give me originally the day before, ironically, went up by £15-20 the day after, and they turned around and told me that they hadn't put on for the delivery. Now this company currently, because of obviously that tried over charging me for delivery and everything else, I decided that, right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to close it down, because obviously straight away off the bat, before I've actually put an order through, they're trying to overcharge me and trying to extort more money out of me. So I chose to say to them, right, okay, well, send me my money back that I've already paid, because I've received no goods. Send me that money back. Close the account, all is good. Should be plain, pure and simple. But instead, they chose to turn and say, well, the person you need to speak to comes in tomorrow, meaning yesterday. So I phoned back up yesterday morning, spoke to one of the representatives from there, who got a bit of an attitude as soon as she answered the phone, Jan or something like that. Jan or Joan, not 100% sure. She'd got a bit of an attitude straight away, and I explained to her that, look, that I found up yesterday an order. My order was manipulated to add more money onto it. I'm not happy. I want my money back. I have received no goods, so it should be plain, simple, and easy. She said, well, what I'll do is I'll pass the case file over to the accountant, but didn't ask for any bank details. Now, dealing with the company, they don't keep bank details anyway, so there's the first flag. So they can't return me my money because I don't have the bank details, which, okay, is strange straight out. Not a problem. So then I found back up towards the end of business yesterday, to speak to the accountant. The accountant knew nothing about what had happened. I'm presuming he was the accountant. He didn't know nothing about what had happened, what the situation was, nor nothing. Spoke to him, explained to him everything, and that simple as that. Well, the simple thing is obviously that I want my money back. No products was produced. Upon speaking to him, ironically and brilliantly, he replied with, I'm not the person you need to speak to. The person that you need to speak, the person that will be dealing with it, is on holiday for 2 to 3 weeks. Now, right, I was not told that in the beginning. So again, they've dodged and put the blame somewhere else. Shortly after that, he asked me for my name and the name of the company. So I told him, and straight after he heard the name of the company, he put the phone down. I tried returning the calls. The calls was being, because there was still at least an hour of trade left on their side, according to their Google review, according to their Google times and everything else. Tried calling them back, and the phone calls was being dodged. Now, this ALF Aquatics, I've gone looking through the reviews for them. There's 6 reviews. The names that was named, the names when they answer the phone, like, hello, you're speaking to whoever. The names, ironically, marry up to the people who've left the reviews. Nothing against that, not a problem. But there are also reviews on there of people that have had the same concept. They're very one of the reviews was I was very unprofessional, very short, sharp, and aggressive in speaking to people. Customer service sucks. So it's basically things like that. So now I've got 2 choices. I've got 3. do I chase it myself, or do I get in contact with the courts, chase it through the courts? It's it's essentially £60. Do I chase it through the courts, where it could obviously cost me a little bit more, but then obviously I can put on the fact of loss of earnings and everything else like that, and theft, and because obviously they are withholding the money, or do I go and collect it myself? You can see where that one's going to go. But other than that, that's sort of a bit of a rundown update. I will be running a stream later from here, so guys, if you tune in later, obviously I can understand people being at work. Do me a favour, do what it says on the bottom: like, share, subscribe if you don't already subscribe. It's simple, it's easy, it's free to subscribe. All it does, it basically gives you a rundown next time you log on, to say that we are live. I do apologise for my hair status. I've had a bit of a lie-in this morning, but now I'm going to get to work. So I'll leave you at that. Catch you soon. Peace.